Well, the State Department releases the first batch of emails from Hillary Clinton's time as Secretary of State, and it offers a new look at her handling of the attacks on the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, which claimed the lives of 4 Americans, including a U.S. ambassador, of course, Chris Stevens. Well, the roughly 300 emails are just part of 30,000 that she turned over from her private email server. Policy briefs, even scheduling requests, we understand. But we want to bring in Democratic strategist and CNN political commentator Maria Cardona, along with Republican strategist Lisa Booth. Ladies, good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Christy.
Okay, so the White House says that these new emails do not change anyone's understanding of what happened in Benghazi. Maria, do you agree with that?
Absolutely. You look at the emails that have been reported about, and it essentially shows a Secretary of State doing her job, looking at information that was sent to her, forwarding it on to the appropriate people, asking for additional information, asking for analysis, scheduling requests. This is all a Secretary of State at work, doing her job, working for the American people. And I think what it's going to show, frankly, voters, is that there has been absolutely nothing there from the very beginning of what the Benghazi issue has been and what everything else that Republicans would like to see pinned on Secretary Clinton, because there have been so many reports and investigations and money thrown at this, and it's been shown that there was no wrongdoing. There has been shown that there were holes in security that she actually took responsibility for and has implemented recommendations to make sure it doesn't happen again. And Republicans need to be careful that they're going to be politicizing this moving forward.
Okay, so Lisa, do you agree, as Maria stated on Twitter, that this is hashtag Big Fat Nothing Burger?
No, not at all. I mean, look, these scandals have already hit home with Hillary Clinton. They've affected her standing in key battleground states, and the majority of Americans don't trust her, and they don't trust her with good reason. It is clear that Hillary Clinton went to great lengths to be deceitful, to hide information to the American people. And what we know now is that emails that she received were now marked classified. So her whole, she wasn't emailing about highly sensitive information is a farce. So it is politically damaging to her. Also, most specifically in regards to Benghazi, we do know that there's more information out there. She received an email from a confidant, Sidney Blumenthal, that alerted her to the fact that these were planned, coordinated terrorist attacks versus a anti-Islam video that the administration had information that the administration had peddled just days later, and that her State Department peddled just days later. So we know that she had that information and she lied to the American people. So these emails are damaging, and the Republicans should be getting to the bottom of this, because constitutionally it's Congress's duty to provide oversight. It's their duty to get to the bottom of these things to ensure that it doesn't happen elsewhere in the country.
Okay, wait. Let me get in here for a second, because I need to get this point in here. The House Select Committee on Benghazi Chairman Trey Gowdy sent out a press release, and he was critical of the emails released, saying that it provided an incomplete picture, essentially, because Clinton's attorneys chose which ones to send to the State Department. Maria, what do you say to that? Not give a little credence to the argument that, maybe something was not on the up and up here.
No, absolutely not. First of all, Trey Gowdy will not be happy until he sees an email that proves that Hillary Clinton was caught running across the grassy knoll. So that's number one. Number two, he clearly doesn't understand how this process works. When you are in a high-level position, Secretary of State, Secretary of any department, and you are under a FOIA request or under any obligation to turn over emails, the people who actually make the decisions on what to turn over are the principal's team, no matter where they are. This is not a process that was just used by Secretary Clinton. It is a process that is used by everybody who is under those FOIA requests. So again, to Lisa's points, these are all opponents' hair on fire talking points. Let me finish, Lisa. Let me finish. These are all talking points that essentially prove that there has been no proof of wrongdoing, and it drives them crazy.
Okay.
Lisa's right.
We've got 1 minute left. I want to give Lisa a chance to respond.
Oversight, and
it's absolutely Trey Gowdy's job to get to the bottom of the situation, to make sure that this doesn't happen elsewhere in the world. So that is absolutely Trey Gowdy's duty Secondly, it's Hillary Clinton's self-inflicted wounds and her reluctance to turn over this information, her reluctance to be a participant in the process, and the fact that she went to such great lengths to hide this information. These are just the emails that she chose to turn over. She deleted tens of thousands of emails, and we now know that the information the information she turned over is now it's now classified information, Maria.
Yesterday.
So she was emailing about highly sensitive.
Okay,
It doesn't matter.
I'm so sorry, but you're both making one. I understand the point you're making. It was not, however, we need to point out, it was not classified information when it was sent. However, it is classified information now, which that it was sensitive, which still leaves the question out there about whether using this private email server was the right thing to do. Maria, and we appreciate both of you ladies.